Little review tonight. A wonderful Indigo shirt, not denim, but still very much of that style. This is a collaboration between Momotaro, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, one of the sort of key Japanese denim brands, and a retailer called Okayama Denim. So they've come together on this collaboration project. There's several different things on Okayama Denim's webpage, but I thought this was one of the nicest things that I'd seen on there. So I've picked this up, and this is a indigo dyed Jacquard camon fabric. Now Jacquard, as far as I understand, is a fabric which is features a woven pattern. So it's not necessarily cotton, it's not necessarily specific type of fabric, but it does have a woven pattern in it, and the camon is the Momotaro crest. So we'll chuck in a little close up so you can see this properly, but really nice sort of repeating crest pattern across the shirt, really nice and subtle, but again really interesting. So you know, my relationship with denim and sort of Japanese sort of brands is I love the way they sort of age, and it's the little details that you pick up whilst wearing a sort of a garment for a long period of time, and it's things like that which really do it for me. Now this fabric is more commonly found on the inside of Momotaro's jeans, so in their pocket bags, so it's a pretty hardy fabric. You know, it's going to be designed to keep your keys from breaking through, so you know, keys and coins in your pocket. So I think this is going to see some good life. So the specific sort of nature of the project was really to bring together the Momotaro shirt and give it a different look. So this has been indigo dyed. You know, the web page says, you know, many dips until they got that right colour. It looks to me that after they achieved that sort of right level of dye, they have actually washed this. You can start seeing this sort of roping occurring along the hem, and indeed on the collar. So I think this has already been washed. What has come through that process is quite a lot of shrinkage. So in the past I've only had one other Momotaro product, which was a type 2 denim jacket. I went for the normal 42 and it was a bit too big. So generally I think Momotaro tend to size quite large, or that's my observation at least. This is a 42-inch chest and it measures up perfectly for me. It comes in slightly shy of that, so in terms of dimensions we've got a 41-inch chest, a 18-inch on the shoulder. The sleeves come in at around about 25. Overall length is 29.5 inches and the opening is 21. So looking at the normal sizing charts for Momotaro's shirts, I think this has probably lost maybe an inch or so off some of the key dimensions, certainly off the chest. Their 42s tend to come in near sort of a real 43, 44, so it's lost quite a lot of the chest. So this is actually a perfect fit for me. Generally I think I'd be sizing down on Momotaro, but a 42 is typically right for me, and with the shrinkage I think this is perfect. So the other little interesting things on the coming through on the dyeing process is that the buttons have taken on a good amount of dye. I don't know whether they're a natural material or a type of plastic, but you can see the indigo has soaked into those buttons, and also what I'd assume to be nylon labels have also become saturated with denim. Whether that's a permanent feature or not, we will see over time. In terms of construction, this is an incredibly nicely made shirt, as I've learnt to expect from Japanese brands. Really neat stitching throughout, nice chain stitch run off at the bottoms here. Again, we'll sort of bring in a little close up, but lovely chain stitch run off. My wife always wants to snip these sort of things off, but I think to people who enjoy denim, you realise that's sort of an indication of the mechanism of construction and a mark of quality. A nice little gusset, again in the Jacquard fabrics. They've not gone with a contrasting fabric, and on the inside of the seam there you see a nice contrasting sort of silver and bronze stitch. So in terms of pairing this, it's not going to go through the double denim approach, but again, you will be, well, I certainly will be going for a double indigo approach. So it is useful to take that sort of same double denim mentality and just making sure you pick the right sort of match of your denim. So looking at sort of my current rotation of traditional indigo style jeans, we've got the Oni, which comes in sort of quite a turquoisey hue. So that really doesn't quite work with this shirt. I've found this quite difficult to pair with other denim items. Wonderful denim, but just a slightly unique hue. So that leaves me with the Benzac from Europe, which I think is a great jean. But I think the best match, or the match I'm going to choose, is the Ironhearts. They're 21 ounce 555s. It's coming into the autumn. Great opportunity to break out the 21 ounce denim again. So a few shots with the shirt on. As I say, this is a really good fit on me. Very pleased with this. A nice tailored look. As I say, there's a lot of shrinkage in the shirt due to the indigo dyeing process. It'll be interesting to see how it stretches out over time. Obviously things like the sleeves and the body length shouldn't change, but maybe a little bit on the chest and stretch out if I need it. Of course, moving into autumn, this can now be part of a sort of a layering, and here we see it with a Buzz Rickson's Tropical Combat jacket. Really nice, this super lightweight. To the end of the video. Obviously, as with all denims, I love to give it a sort of a full life review, and I'm really interested to see how this shirt patinas and fades over time. You know, I am expecting that sort of traditional denim style fading. I will be normally layering this, so this will always be over a t-shirt, so I'm going to try and wash it somewhat infrequently and allow those sort of fades to set in and really see how this fabric develops over time. Wonderful, wonderful fabric. One thing I didn't mention earlier, Oxford collar, so nice sort of button down style there. And yeah, we'll see how this develops, and I'll post some updates as time goes on. If you haven't seen my channel before, please check it out. Absolutely love Japanese denim, quality footwear, and also a little bit of everyday carry, so fountain pens, pen knives, that sort of stuff, running, cycling, bit of guitar. Check out the channel, we might share some other common interests. Of course, if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. I'll put a link below to where you can currently pick these up. These were made in very limited numbers, so if these aren't available, check out what else Okayama Denim are working on. I'd love it if you subscribed. Thank you very much. Bye bye.